What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. It's a very special day. Today, I'm going to be showing you the Maserati Grecale lineup. Yes, they are here at Maserati Central Florida in Orlando. Pre-production models are here of the GT, the Monona, and the Trofeo specs. Now I'm going to break each video down into each car. So you will see one car in this video, you'll see one car in another video, and you'll see another car in another video. That way we kind of focus on each car depending on if you want either spec. Now with that said, this is a first for Maserati to have the Grecale here in Florida. All right, it's making stops in different parts of the states here in the US, and these are the only models in the US right now. Their first stop was in the state of Florida, and we have them here for you guys today before they go anywhere else. So if you're watching this video, we're gonna start off with the Grecale GT, the entry-level model. Now before we go check out the Grecales, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, it helps grow the channel and I can get more opportunities to get more exclusive Maseratis like the Grecales we're gonna see today. Now if you guys are wondering, this is the new Maserati Key Fob for the Grecale. Now this Key Fob will come on all new Maseratis coming from here on out. But this is kind of a big deal because Maserati had the same Key Fob from 2014 up until now, into 2022, when they changed over for the 2023 model years. So as you guys can see, we've talked about this before, but this is the first time we get to see it in person. Now, what do you guys think about this compared to the older style, which was more rounded out in an oval shape, a little bit fatter, but you know, it was basically something just that set the tone for key fobs in the automotive world. It was very premium, it was very solid, it looked really good, and now this might be the new wave. What do you guys think about this key fob here with leather and aluminum to go with these buttons here? I mean, I think it looks really good. You do have a physical key that slides out from the bottom here, just in case your battery runs out. But yeah, this is the new key fob for the 2023 Maserati Grecale and for 2023 and on models. Now just to do a comparison between the old here and the new, you can see the difference between the two here. All right, now you can see that this has remote start on it. Well, keep in mind that this key for the 2023 model year and up does not have remote start physically on it, but you can start the car 4 other ways. We'll get into that once we get more into the technical side of the new Maserati Grecale and such 4 models. But look at that, guys. That is a side-by-side look at the key fobs. What do you guys think between the two? Which one do you like? The old style here or the new style? So let's talk about the entry-level $63,000 Maserati Grecale GT. This is done in matte bronze, and the matte bronze paint is something that is new for this model year. Now, this is something that just looks stunning as the launch spec, and this is not standard. Remember that this is a launch and show model, and this is a pre-production model, so it does have a lot of the bells and whistles, but these aren't showroom or production model ready. So you're gonna see some discrepancies when it comes to things like having the cable hanging out to open up the trunk. Okay, we need to be able to open up the trunk, but it is not all fastened together as far as the electronics and everything goes. So keep that in mind. But check out this paint. Check out how smooth and curvy the whole rear is. The rear diffuser even has the little shark fin louvers down there. All right, you have right there the nice chrome exhaust tips. Looks really good, all right, looks really premium. You have the styling for the boomerang tails. They kind of flow into the Maserati insignia there. Can you guys see that? Check that out. It flows right into the taillight, which looks really good, right? Then talk about your fuel here. 16-gallon tank. Premium fuel only, right? You gotta keep that in mind. All right, and then once you look at the swooping lines of this thing, it just looks incredible. Check out the MC20 style headlights. Maserati likes to do things in 3s, so you will see 3 little, kind of reflectors there. They will light up. Also the Maserati insignia there as well, and right there. All right, so little Easter eggs there, but these are the full LED headlamps. They are options, they are not standard. So keep in mind that you will not always see these on Grecale models, but it is hard to tell the difference between the non-LED and the full LED models. Now check out the new front fascia for 2023. This is completely different from what we've seen from Maserati. Normally we will see a grille piece that goes across and then a whole set that kind of goes along the sides and around here. Now we have one continuous piece all the way across. Look at it, there's no breaks in between it. All the way across, goes all the way and connects as one big piece. Looks really good. You also have the vertical slats that have a new design here with the chrome protruding piece down the center. All right, and it gives it even more 3D effect than we had before. Same thing here with the big trident. There's now a even more protruding side and going along the sides there. I mean, it's even more 3D than it has been before. Look at the front. All right, you have the side blades there. You have the big mesh grilling right up front on the sides there, and going down the center with a black plastic piece there. All right, to kind of give you a little styling, but also somewhat be functional. I mean, check it out. The front fascia looks really good. You can also see that we're carrying over that Maserati emblem that used to be red, chrome, and blue. It is now white and blue, which changed for the 2022 lineup. So when you put it all together in this matte bronze, this is a really good way to show off what Maserati is talking about when they're saying that they're entering a new era. I mean, just check all of this out. It looks really flush, really smooth. The door handles are just very flush, all right, elegant. I mean, I love how it goes into the car. I mean, look at my fingers pretty much disappear. It's nothing protruding. It's nothing where the door handles pop out and they're like little dongs you hold on to. It all makes sense. It's all very functional. And really, I think that they did a phenomenal job on really kind of ramping up the new design for the brand, because this is going to carry over into more cars. Like we're going to see restyling of the GT. We're going to see restyling of the Levante, the Quattroporte. So this is a good way to start for Maserati to really kind of set the tone. The Maserati MC20 kind of really, you know, I want to say started the whole trend, but this is really the trickle down of what you'll see in the everyday Maserati car. Now guys, I'm learning with you, but I believe it is 57 liters in the rear. All right, so you see you have 3 seats that fold down here. All right, you have the vent shade there as well. And then you also have your roof, or not roof rails, your tracks here. All right, so you can put a net on that, hold things down. All right, you can plug in stuff here for your 115 VAC, 150 watt. You can also fold down the seats on each side there. And let's talk about the false floor here. Now, normally this would be buttoned up a little bit more, but again, these are pre-production models, so it's not the way you're gonna see it at a dealership. But correction on the rear load capacity. It's 535 liters for the Grecale GT versus the Trofeo here, which is 570. Now let's talk about the length. 4,846 millimeters long, 1,948 in depth, and 1,670 in the height. And that is not including the wing mirrors when I talk about the depth. Now the wheelbase is 2,901 millimeters, and that's all the way around for all 3 models. So for the GT spec wheels, you can see the big GT badge on the side, letting you know that this is our entry-level model. The 3 portholes from Maserati that you're used to. All right, the matte bronze paint, but you have the 20-inch wheels. They are ETERE. That's how you say the name. Can't pronounce them that well, so I'm just gonna let you guys know. 20-inch wheels, yellow calipers, giallo calipers, Nero writing or stitching or script, should I say. And then you also have the Brembo brakes here as well, but they're not drilled or anything like that since it's the entry-level model. Bridgestone tires, they're Potenzas for this setup. And the air suspension, well, there isn't one. No air suspension. The ride height you see it is at that ride height. The Trofeo comes automatically with air suspension, but you cannot have it on the GT. I have to kind of ingrain that to you guys. You can option it out on the motor spec, but you can't have it on the GT. Now, if you go to the inside, you will see that we do have a nice aluminum window molding surround. We also have the Trident done right there in the back on the C-pillar. Very flush door handles, which looks really good with the aluminum trim there. All right, then we go to open it. You will notice that the pillar comes with it. The B pillar actually comes with it. Yeah, it's not stuck there anymore, so a little different than we're used to. Now inside you will see the dark maroon finish, or the Maroni, however you want to say it. It is a brown color for the Maserati leather. So this is a premium spec leather. If you guys watched my spec out video, you can tell the different leathers, and this is not a standard leather. This car will start at $63,000, but you can option it to $83,000. Better believe that this has a lot of options on it, so this is not a standard model when it comes to the leathers or finishes. Now you do have Sonos Faber for the sound system there. Have a beautiful, beautiful finish when it comes to the window controls and the mirror controls. All right, the Nero and wood trim all up at the top here. Our door handle, which is right here now, just like the MC20. One of you guys noticed that. The manual override for the door right there, just in case things don't work out and the power goes. Also have the aluminum side sill there, aluminum buttons, aluminum pedals there. You also have right here, beautiful, beautiful, just, I mean, this leather, it feels really nice. It's very comfortable. Love it. Now, on these seats for the Trofeo and Modena models, you will have extra thigh support that will pop out there. You do not have it on this specific model here, all right? So just keep that in mind. Now, if you step inside, I'm going to show you guys the screens and everything, but on the Modena trim, I'll insert that clip that I did because not all these cars are powered. Remember, these are pre-production, so they have to do certain things to power the cars like you normally would. I can't just press the button here, even though I have the key, I can't press the button to actually turn it on because they're pre-production models, so not everything is set up and fastened up. But you would have the Maserati MIA system there, your drive selector there, all right, your HVAC vents, your heating and cooling, your parking assist. You can control your digital gauge there. I'll just insert the clip so you guys can see that. Over here on the Modena, we do have the Speedo lit up, the digital dash, and we have the top screen for the MIA system. But again, this isn't all fastened down. This isn't all calibrated specifically yet. When you see it in the dealerships, it will look a little different, but this is the gist of it. This is what we are seeing now for the new era of Maserati. Digital on the dash here, all right, 2 screens, a lot of functionality, backlit on the steering wheel. It just all comes together so nicely. Let's check out the interior of the Modena model. As you guys can see, all digital, lit up. I mean, there's so much functionality in here, it's crazy. But one big thing you guys are gonna notice is your drive modes here. So to put it into your different gears, you can actually use the buttons in between this screen here. Now the drive mode selector right here is on the steering wheel, but if you wanna go into drive manual, neutral, reverse, or park, you will use those buttons there. You can also do something like the digital gauge there. You can change that in many different ways. So if I were to go here, you can see it will change it to a compass. If I were to go here, you will see it will change the power, shows the power distribution. You have your G meter there as well. So you will see that mainly when you're stepping on the brake or gas pedals. It shows different things like that, but it's just really cool. I mean, there's sport, there's design, that's in sport. This is classic, looks really cool and classic as well. So it's just very elegant the way that they line all of this up. It just looks so fluent, really just stepping up the game as far as this technological standpoint. And it's just so different from Maserati that it's really something cool that we can appreciate. I mean, look at the steering wheel. You do have the new circular airbag, the Maserati center cap. You have the engine start-stop button on the steering wheel. All right, illuminated, backlit. Again, the drive mode selector. Everything for your driver assistance here, your radio controls, hands-free, your big Italian paddle shifters. You also have the steering wheel stock that's done in a gloss look. All right, that's attention to small details like that just buttons everything together. I think it looks really good together. And then going with the rest of the inside of this car, you'll see Nero, you'll see brown, you'll see wood. It's really the fixes and finishes. I mean, they just look really good. Even the big sunroof there, let in a lot of light, same kind of flavor in the rear. It just looks really good. As you guys can see also in the center here, all right, charging for your phone right in the inside here. You just lift that up and you will have your USB 2.0 and USB-C cup holders there. You do have right there in the center, just, you know, extra way to stow things right there in your armrest. As you guys can see, the key is sitting right there, but again, we can't power it like we normally would. So just to keep that in mind, beautiful steering wheel. I mean, you have your start-stop button here, your drive mode selector here, you have your radio controls and drive assistance controls here, your hands-free controls here, and it's all backlit. So it looks really nice when it's off, but it looks even better when everything is started and ready to go. But just the finishes in here just are super high quality. The steering wheel stocks, I mean, is in gloss black, aluminum, I mean, gloss black. Then you have your aluminum trim, you have your wood trim. I mean, again, there's not anything in here I can complain about or say that it's plasticky or cheap, because it is not. It is all high quality inside of the Grecale. So I'm going to be looking so forward to actually getting in this thing and really exploring all the different options and features that it has. Okay, so under the hood is where it's at. So entry-level Grecale, you have an entry-level engine. This is something serious, seeing a 2-liter in a Maserati, but this is going to be the best for fuel efficiency. This is going to be the best for people who want to get around and get around quick, but in a more kind of tame manner, in a more efficient manner. So we're looking at a 2-liter with a horsepower of 296 and a top speed of 149 miles per hour with a 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds with this all-wheel drive. Now, if you guys are wondering if this engine looks very familiar, well, it should. We're on the same platform as the Alfa Romeo lineup, right? The Giulia and Stelvio. So, of course, we're gonna have some kind of looks from the Giulia and Stelvio underneath. You can see that the engine cover is very similar to the Alfa Romeo 2-liters. All right, so same thing as far as the design, but switched out with Maserati badging and has Maserati's own touch, because this is a higher tuned engine. Remember, the Alfa Romeo Stelvio only has 280 horsepower to the 296 here. So this is obviously a more powerful engine. Same thing goes with the Grecale Trofeo, but that's going to be a detuned MC20 engine. So they're still along the same kind of ranks, but just in their own style. I think this is going to be a very good and efficient engine for Maserati, and I'm happy to see it happen. So this is the only model we are going to get the headlights on for, so you guys can see them on the Grecale. But we are going to get the Trofeo headlights set up here in just a second, so you guys can see what they look like on the Grecale Trofeo. There we are. So very much what you're used to for the MC20. Yeah, look at that, look really good. And I'm gonna go check out the tail lights as well while the headlights are on, so you can see the tails. Yep. Look at that. The LEDs look great. Now, with this being the pre-production model, I want to know you guys' first thoughts on the Maserati Grecale GT and this specific spec. I think this spec is just incredible. But from what you're seeing so far, your first look, what do you guys think? This is the first stop that it's making here in Florida on the Grecale tour. So this is you guys are some of the first ones to see this. What do you guys think seeing this to start? What everything that we've talked about today, with everything that you've seen today, what do you think about the GT at the 63 starting price? I mean, I think that this is going to take out the Porsche Macan T. So we'll see. The time will tell. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Drop those comments. Grecale GT. All right, guys. So what did you think about the new Maserati Grecale GT, the entry-level model? Which really is, it doesn't even feel like entry level. You have to air quote that because it's something incredible. In the matte bronze color with the brown interior, that looks so good. But what do you guys think about the new Grecale GT? Do you love it? All right, there's some things that can be improved. All right, this is a pre-production model again, so it's not exactly what we're gonna see on the dealership lots when everything is nicely refined. So with that said, drop those comments down below. What do you guys think about the Grecale GT? Now, with that said, if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Giving the video a like will help get it up in the rankings. More people can see it, and we'll have a bigger discussion on the new Maserati Grecale GT. Now with that said, if you guys want to help further support the channel, always check the links down in the description below. I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, my Cash App, and my Venmo, just in case you guys want to donate an extra $1 or $2 to the channel. I appreciate that love and support. Thank you so much. You guys can also check out the Ron's Rise merch in case you guys want long sleeve shirts, tank tops, slides, everything Ron's Rise is there. I'm also on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. See everything I'm posting, Ferrari, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, and Fiat, just in case you don't see it here on the channel. Now with that said, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel or click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And with that said, you guys be blessed, have a great day, and we will talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Peace.